We are coming to you live via Facebook streaming, YouTube streaming, and via Skype. Each one of you is welcome to this live streaming. Sutras of Vigyan Bhairav Tantra. Wise is the one who has started the way for inward journey. We are bound by crowd. Crowd never helps. Crowd is an intoxication, like it works like a auto hypnosis, a way to forget oneself. Beginning to start the inward journey is the way of the wise. We start rejoicing in our inner realm because that is the life of lives. That's where the life source is there. That is your origin, that is your beginning, that is your end. Beginning and end both. That is the temple, that is the worship place for worship where you find divinity. If there is something, everything is there. One who has lost that, lost everything. And the moment you start the journey for the inward path, this is known as initiation. Initiation is drowning in the ocean of love for you through the Master. He is the door to the beyond, to the inner. So am I the door for you to pass through. When you are in love with the Master, you have indeed started the inward journey, and the process of transcendence has begun. I am simply a door. Through initiation, I have opened a window for you to look through. Infinite possibilities are there. I am calling you for so long to come and see the other side of this small opening. It is only now that you have heard the clarion call. The realm beyond this opening is beautiful, vast, infinite sky for you to stretch your wings. Silver clouds, stars and moons, all for awakening and a blissful existence. Remember, you have to go beyond me. You cannot remain stuck with the door. We are part of the crowd. Crowd has never helped anyone. It is simply a way to forget yourself. It is an intoxication, auto-hypnosis. In the real moments of life, you are always alone. When you were born, you were all alone. Within you, you alone were and no one else. When you leave this world or die, you die alone. Only you will remain within and no one else. If you use a slight intelligence, you will realize whenever such moments of gratitude, of thankfulness comes in life, you will find you are all alone. If for a single moment you got connected to the rising sun, the aura of sun is spreading, you will find there is nothing, no one. Inner sky is totally empty, and that beauty will attract you. While listening to the music, if you experience your aloneness, there is a difference between aloneness and loneliness. Aloneness comes from the word all oneness. While listening to the music, you experience your inner silence. No one remains there. That very moment, music will vibrate your eternal flute. Until your inner music starts, you cannot understand the outside music. Until you experience inner beauty, you will not be able to experience the outer beauty. Without the inner experience of beauty, the outer beauty is meaningless. Whenever anything significant or important happens in life, you will find that you are all alone. If love has really blossomed in your life, you will find that you are all alone. Although people think that out of love the two have united, but it is not true. Love is the union of two emptiness. Love is, and in that very moment, you have become an emptiness. And in the moments of love, it is the union of two emptinesses. Union of two emptinesses. People think now the two have united, but it is not true. If love has really blossomed, you have experienced your aloneness. You are connected to the other through the crowd. When the beloved or the lover is there, there is no crowd. There you are alone and the other is alone also. An emptiness. You are an emptiness, the other has been an emptiness, and this aloneness is completed. When 2 0 merge into one another, there is 1 0. There are not two emptinesses. If there is a room, the space is confined by the walls of the room. If the walls are removed, and there are 2 rooms adjacent to one another, if the walls that define a room is removed, and the walls that define the other rooms are also removed, will there be two spaces? No. There will be one single space. One single space. You are bounded by invisible walls. Invisible walls of this and that and so on. The moment that walls are removed, the barriers, the boundaries are removed, you are nothing else but an empty space. How the walls are, invisible walls are created. I am a man, I am an Indian, I am a Muslim, I am Hindu, I am Christian, I am white, I am black. These are all the invisible walls. I have heard about Mullah Nasruddin. Once he said, I would like a mausoleum to be made around my grave, and around the mausoleum there has to be a gate. Put the lock on the gate and throw the key in the grave, and there will be no boundaries, no walls. The moment all these barriers are removed, you are simply an empty space. And the same thing, and this happens when your inner anima and animus, male and female, the masculine and the feminine energy, or the right and the left side of the brain, these are the different ways of saying the same thing. Hindus call it Shiva and Shakti. And when Shiva and Shakti are united into one another, harmony is created, and that state is known as Ardhanarishwar, half man, half woman. There is a statue of Buddha in Japan where one side of Buddha is masculine, male, and the other side is female. This union has to be attained in your psychology, not in your biology. The moment this psychological union is attained, you are one, not divided. Simple thing happens in our lives. You are thirsty. You stand up in front of the shop to get something to drink. You are seeing so many things. You are seeing Coke, Pepsi, juices, German Fanta, and so many things. Fanta is German origin. When during the Second World War, the Coke was banned and the supply was cut off to Germany, which was the largest consumer of Coca-Cola. Then it was discovered that the fruit juices and water was created to make a drink, and it was a fantastic drink. They call it Fanta. That's how this word Fanta originated. It has a German origin. So boundaries are created. You are standing there. One mind says, your inner dialogue continues. Should I drink a Coke or Pepsi? Or should I take a Fanta or water? Or take a coffee? This kind of conflict we see in ourselves on a day-to-day basis. When one is harmonized, becomes an emptiness, and when two emptiness are together, they are not two, instead one emptiness. It has never happened. It has never happened that in the moments of love, you remain a part of crowd. If during the moments of love you are part of crowd, you are crowd within, that means it is nothing else but lust, not the moment of love. This is the difference between lust or sex and love. In sex you are searching for the other. In love you are searching for the other. In sex you are searching for the other to fulfill your self. Love is an experience of being in oneself. At the most, the other becomes a mirror. Other becomes a mirror, just as in a mirror when you look into, you see your own reflection. In the moments of love, if it is really happening, in the other you will see your own reflection. You will experience something which you have never experienced before. You experience your own innerness. Whenever you are alone, make use of those moments. Consider these as blessings. Start drowning in those moments. Slowly and slowly you will start rejoicing. In the beginning there will be restlessness. You will be afraid of that. Buddha says whenever there is aloneness, it becomes difficult. That is why we create a crowd. We cannot sit down and do nothing. We turn on TV. If no program is coming, you are restless. You start doing this and that. You go on your smartphone. It is significant that we call it a smartphone because it seems that phone is smarter than you. That's why you enjoy it. You have gotten used to this crowd, the odor, the bad smell. That's why the fragrance of aloneness makes you restless. The silence, the peace, the harmony of being alone disturbs us. The noise of the crowd appeals to us. It will take time for your habits to change. Once you have tasted your aloneness, even if you are amidst the crowd, you will be all alone. You may be standing in the marketplace, but there will be no marketplace within you. But as such as you are a marketplace within, a crowd inside. Crowd of this, crowd of that. As I had mentioned, crowd that man, black, white, tall, short, fat, thin, all these are the aspects of crowd. And the moment you have experienced your inner harmony and oneness, even amidst the crowd, you will be all alone. You will experience the peak and valleys within you. And you will always carry your peaks and valley with you wherever you go. There are high mountains and deep valleys as well. But you are unfamiliar with your inner space. a pain of the heart. The inner pain and suffering has remained with life ere long. It was the blessing, the comfort of the heart that we had been searching all along. एक दिल का दर्द है कि रहा जिंदगी के साथ. दिल का दर्द, pain of the heart has remained along with the heart. एक दिल का चैन था. There was a comfort, solace of the heart that we had been searching all along. Such is your life. You can get that solace, you can get that comfort this very moment. That which you are searching outside in this and that is within you. Your pain and suffering can vanish this very moment. Because all the pain and suffering is happening because of your outer search. You are searching happiness, blessings, this and that in the outer world. This is the story of your entire life. Entire life you has been searching for the solace, for peace, for harmony. You had been searching throughout the life in the outer world that you can get a moment of solace. Direction, there is something wrong in the direction. It is something like this: you are searching for oil drops in the sand. The happiness, the blessings, the bliss is within, but you are searching it outside. Sorrow is outside, solace and happiness is within. If you keep on searching in the outer world, in the objects and beings of the world, you will find nothing else but suffering, nothing else but pain. The moment you start, your journey begins inward, you start searching within, you will find the notes of bliss and harmony starts happening. Remember, you have to come alone and you have to leave alone. These are the two moments. You have come into the world all alone and you will leave this world all alone. There, between these two shores, do not create the crowd, the imaginary crowd around you. Be filled with aloneness. Be filled with the emptiness within. You will get the master key in life. In reality, who supports the other? And if you want to unite with God, it begins with the union with inner self, harmony with yourself. This is an experience. God is not a principle. It is simply a trust. And the moment it has begun, your inward journey, your initiation has begun. Union. This is the beginning of a new journey. Union with your inner self is a new way of love. To give love a new form, a new shape, a new direction. You have loved your wife, your husband, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister. It is the same but the direction is changed. A new direction, a new journey is the beginning of inward journey. We will continue it. This is the meaning of initiation. To drown, to start dissolving bit by bit in the Master, who is the door to the beyond. You do not remain stuck or standing at the door. You pass through the door to come inside or go outside. But you had used all the time the door to go outside in the outer world of objects and beings. Your journey has to reverse. Initiation is the process of reversing the journey, use of the door outward to inward. We will continue it in the next session. Until we meet again, take care and do have a pleasant day.